Welcome back. You are watching Channel 1 Business Insight. Now, National Cohesion and Integration Commission has vowed that the country must have peaceful general elections in 2022. NCIC says the country has no option but to embrace peace and harmony during the electioneering period if it wants prosperity. The commission was speaking during the launch of the roadmap to peaceful elections, which it says will ensure there is no room for political incitement.
With about 2 years to the general elections, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission is now trying every possible mechanism to ensure the cycle of political intolerance does not rear its ugly head again in the country. The Commission warning that there will be no room for inciters and nothing will be left to chance to ensure peace prevails in the 2022 polls.
We will call out political players who use their platform to incite us to violence. Dear Kenyans, you have my pledge and that of my fellow commissioners that we will not be silent anymore.
To this effect, the Commission has designed a roadmap to a violence-free election, a blueprint projected to be implemented in 9 phases, which will see the engagement of youth, women, political leaders, as well as political parties. But NCIC says political leaders remain the weakest link in tackling election violence that emanate from incitement.
As a people, we are, however, victims of incitement, victims of an irresponsible political class that casts us as both the villains and the victims in a nefarious game of political musical chairs.
Tuache chocha. Wakenya tunapenda kuchochana sana. Kama tumesikia mara kwa mara kwamba uchochezi unaleta mgawanyiko katika nchi yetu. Raundi hii mtatuona. Hatutaruhusu vifo vinavyosababishwa na uchochezi.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i, who was present at the launch, says it is sad that leaders have already started using inflammatory remarks and hate speech, terming it a catalyst to incitement.
There are vigilante groups in social media worshipping and working for politicians who are known, paid for, and supported by groups of politicians whose responsibility is basically divisive politics, ethnic balkanization, constant insults and abuse. These are the things that we need to look out for.
CS Matiang'i, who pledged to support the NCIC's roadmap plan, however called for cooperation of other relevant institutions such as the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and the judiciary to tame the monster that is violence in this nation.
Because however hard you work in terms of peace building and so on, if the IBC is not ready to mount an election, you are going to have a problem. However hard you work in doing what you are doing, if the judiciary is not ready and prepared to support a peaceful electoral process, you will have a problem. So let's ask the hard questions of the institutions that are relevant and let people not make public relations statements that are intended to impress everyone.
The leaders assured Kenyans that every individual's freedom is protected, but called for respect of every opinion, however divergent it may be. Kamchemenza for Channel 1 News.